This is you? Okay, love my Allah. This is you, Abdullah. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to us?
It's too late and you're streaming still?
What this is so you are calling me to say to me it's too late?
No, I want to tell you that you are so obsessed with my prophet. Why?
My friend, I am obsessed with the truth. I want to save the Muslims. So it's imagine if now it is for me 2:13 a.m. in the morning and I save a Muslim from going to hell. Isn't it amazing? Instead of going sleeping and snoring. So let me save you. What do you think about what we are saying?
I know that's amazing if you are really truthful that you are here to save Muslims.
Yeah,
But
why I'm
honestly,
here? Why I'm here? Are you paying me to say to talk to you? Did you pay like any
no,
cons
no, that's not what I'm saying.
huh? So why so what I'm getting from talking to you now? What is the benefit for me?
If that's what you're doing,
Hmm.
then it's good for you.
Okay, but let me ask you, as long we mention this, shall I charge people to talk to me like now you are calling me, or I should not? I should talk to everybody if I'm a good person.
Yes, you should talk to everyone.
Okay, so why your prophet he will not talk to anyone unless he pay him?
Okay, we'll get to that, but
No, no, we get this to that now. Why your prophet will not talk to anyone unless you pay him?
I don't know what are you talking about. Show me.
Don't tell me why I'm talking about. I'm asking you, is it true that your prophet will not talk to people, individual, unless they pay him? Yes or no?
I don't know about that.
I
Show
don't
me.
care if you know or not. I'm asking you, is that good or bad?
I don't know the context. Show me. If I read it, I will know.
I will tell you before, okay, I'm asking you, is that bad or good? I mean, you need to know, is it right that I will not talk to you unless you pay me first?
Look, I cannot say right or wrong
Why not?
because because there has to be, if my prophet asks for money to talk,
Yeah.
then there has to be a reason for it,
Okay.
because
So
he's,
what is the reason that I want to talk to you? You will not talk to me and you are a prophet unless I pay you first.
I think you are lying because Allah said this prophet does not ask you for any money.
Okay. So I'm asking you why you're a prophet then. He will not talk to you or to me or to anyone unless you pay him first.
I don't believe because Allah says my prophet never asks money.
Okay. I'm asking you again. You don't believe, but are you saying to me that will be a contradiction?
I have to see what it's about. I have to
No
not.
problem. I'm asking you again. Are you saying that there's no, you just said no way the prophet will do so. That's mean this is bad.
No, it does not mean it's bad.
So, but you just said nobody, there was no way the prophet will do that.
No, I said Allah said He
Well,
doesn't.
you said, I think you are lying. Why you said to me, I'm lying if it's normal to do that? What make you think that this is a lie unless it is an embarrassing?
No, why I'm saying is because
Read for me chapter 58, verse number 12, and don't waste my time.
what did you say? Which chapter?
58, verse 12.
Okay, all you who have believed when you privately consult the messenger present before your consultation a charity that is better for you and purer, but if you find not, then indeed. Okay, Allah is not like forcing everybody.
Mm.
You see, Allah is saying, but if you cannot give it, then
Mm-hmm.
Allah is forgiving.
Ah, okay. But this is make it a sin. Like, when you go now, if you want to talk to the Prophet and you don't have anything in your hand, Allah will forgive. Allah is all merciful. He's making them feel guilty. So you have to bring something to him. And you will see here it says in a private consultation. So you're a prophet. He have a clinic. He opened a business. You want to talk to me in a private, you have to spend some money first.
It is for the sake of Allah.
For the sake of Allah, you have to give it to Muhammad. What sake of Allah? You have to give it to Muhammad.
Allah's religion.
What?
To help Allah's religion, he has to give some money. People have.
Why Allah don't give him money? Isn't it Allah is God? Isn't it Allah He can open rivers of gold and silver to Muhammad? Why Allah He need to beg for money, asking Muslims, the poor Muslims, to give Muhammad their money?
Allah can do all of that, but Allah.
No, He cannot. Prove it. Here we go. You just said that Muhammad need the money. Let me ask you. Did Allah ask the Muslims for a loan?
Yes.
Okay. Why Allah is asking for a mortgage, a loan?
Okay. Let me explain to you. You see.
You see.
It's same with how Jesus. You guys say He came to the world humbling Himself, right? My Allah is humbling Himself.
Humbling Himself by borrowing money from the Jews? Your prophet, did your prophet borrow money from the Jews according to you Muslims?
I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It looked like you know nothing.
Did he?
Well, this is what you Muslims say, that the prophet, he borrowed money from the Jews.
Okay, so what are you trying to prove from that?
Well, I'm trying to say that your prophet is taking money from everybody and Allah is not providing him. And Muhammad is making verses from the Qur'an just to collect money, to the point Allah is saying, who give Allah a beautiful loan, so Allah will double it for him. Secondly, if Muhammad took a mortgage from the Jews, that means he paid interest, and that will not make him a prophet of God, for he himself practicing something against God teaching. What kind of a prophet he pay interest by taking a mortgage from a Jew? A Jew will not give you the money for nothing. It's not a charity. He's doing a business. So Muhammad take a money from the Jews. He is paying interest. Muhammad, he is seeking money. He asks people. He says, if you give me money, Allah will give you a corner lot in heaven. So Muhammad is a fraud. Wherever he go, he want to take money. Did he pay back the Jews? No, he killed him. He took the money and then he killed him later. So you're a prophet. This according to you that he borrowed money. I don't believe in this garbage. But here you see that Allah keep in the Quran saying, who want to give Allah a beautiful loan? Why Allah he need a beautiful loan? Cannot Allah open all the money and the sources to Muhammad? Can't he provide him? Don't the believers say, God is our provider? Who is the provider of Muhammad?
Who is the provider?
Yeah,
it's Allah. Like
no,
even
if Allah himself is begging for money, how Allah is his provider?
That's Allah motivating His slaves.
Oh, so Allah he motivate his slave. So, but he cannot give money. Allah himself he cannot give money to Muhammad. Did he give him money?
Whoever gave him money.
What do you mean whoever? Why Allah saying, give a mortgage to Allah?
Okay, let me explain.
Explain, go ahead.
Since my Allah is...
By the way, I noticed that you are the smarter between all your brothers. You are the only one kid in the family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why you are the smarter between all the brothers. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Genius. Okay. Continue, go ahead.
Like those people, whoever gave money, right, to my prophet, they gave it because Allah told them. So it's basically they are giving because Allah asked for money. So my prophet is getting that because of Allah's order, you see? See, that's how Allah provides. You don't see the wisdom. You don't see the beauty of Islam.
Okay.
And Allah said, I will give you 700 times more on the day of judgment. And
okay, hold on. Okay, so Allah will give you 700 times in the day of judgment. What you will do with the money in the day of judgment?
Not money.
What he will give you then?
He will give 700 times the reward.
What is, okay, 7 times reward, what is that?
That's gonna be 700 times more status in Jannah.
What does that mean?
You see, there are different levels in Jannah.
What does that mean?
Meaning, let me explain to you. One level in Jannah, the
Explain.
difference is, let's say I am in a lower level and my father is in upper level than me.
Okay.
So I will be looking at him like how you guys look at star. That's how far he will be.
Okay, and what does that mean? I mean, okay, you told me that he is far, but this is not good because you will not see your dad no more.
Oh,
What kind of reward this reward is? So now you and your father in heaven, but you are in the floor. He is in the front floor. Hey, dad, do you hear me? No, you idiot. I cannot hear you. I'm so far. What?
I just gave you an example.
Okay, this is your example, not my example. Your example is funny and stupid. I asked you, you said 700 more time reward, and you said to me, there is devil. But what you would do in those levels, what you will get? Is it true that Allah will give you 80,000 little boys in heaven to do things to you?
Those are slaves.
Okay, why you need the slaves in heaven? What they will do exactly to
Because
you?
Allah will make us kings in our Jannah, Allah
Okay,
will make
but
us feel like we are kings.
okay,
Because
what the slaves will do? Explain to me.
they will give us whatever we want, like they will serve us with food.
So those you need 80. How many sandwiches you will eat a day?
It depends on how that place will be, you see.
Okay, but hold on.
Is over.
Isn't it your God, Allah? He says, even the Hadith says, if you look at the bird in the sky, is going to be in your dish right away, so there's no need for a servant. Isn't it your Quran says that your clothes will never wrinkle, will never be worn, which means you do not need laundry, you do not need to take a shower, and the food, even the trees will go down to you. So what the servants for? They will do nothing. What those servants are doing?
No, those servants
Uh,
are there
uh.
for specific time. They will bring food at specific time.
But your God, Allah, He just told you that the food will come to you. Nobody need to bring it to you.
Yes, that will come, but that does not mean that the slaves will not do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, hold on. Can you describe for me first the slaves? Describe them for me. By the way, you are the smarter again between all your brothers, and you said you are the only brother, you are the kid in the family, and you agree that okay. So describe for me exactly how those slaves look like and what their age. Is it true that they are kids, little boys?
I mean, they are young.
How
They're
young?
described as, I don't know exact number.
Why you don't know?
They are young. They are like maybe physically strong, young.
Strong, you like them strong?
No, I'm not saying that, but
What do you mean you
young.
are not saying that? You are
If,
being dirty now. Like, look at you. You said they are strong. What they will do exactly? What do you mean?
you see, you always have this evil mentality of taking things.
But because your Quran says that those kids, those boys, they will never bleed.
Those boys will what?
Will never bleed.
Okay.
Why they will not bleed? They are strong because they are strong.
That's how beautiful Allah made them.
What the beauty have to do with the bleed? They are boys. Women they bleed, but why boys will bleed? From what?
I don't know. You should know what context Allah
No,
is
you
saying.
tell me. You are the Muslim who you are the only smart person
I'm
in the
not
family between
Muslim,
all your
but
brothers, and your mom. She have only one son anyway. So you are the genius, and you are saying to me that those people they will not look. The Muslim they translate the word bleed that they will not get drunk. Are they going to drink with you?
oh, so it's actually a drink.
But the boys will drink with you. You will be drinking with boys, or they are servants.
I mean, if they are servants, but if we want them to eat with us, they will.
Ah, okay. But here in Arabic it says la yanzifun. They will not bleed. So why they are saying they will not get drunk?
Okay, so every single translation says drink and not bleed.
Hmm. So why it says here, so they mean that they will not bleed from drinking?
If that Arabic word is actually bleed, then I would have to ask somebody why instead of like writing bleed,
Okay,
why they,
let me ask you. Let us take it here. It says here that those boys around them, they are youth, and in different verse it says that those youth are very white. Why they have to be white? Why they are so white? They are the same as lu'lu. Lu'lu mean, like pearls. They are so white like pearls.
wow.
Why they are so white?
You see, when you will see how a pearl looks like,
Yeah.
beautiful,
They,
shining, bright,
okay.
then
So
you will see its beauty. Allah is describing them how they will be in beauty.
you like a beauty. You like pretty boys around you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But
You,
Allah,
you are
since
the one who
Allah is
said,
beautiful,
okay,
every word of His is beautiful.
okay, you said that they are young males, they are very, very pretty, and they are pretty like pearls, right? Do you agree with the word pearls with the Quran?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
what does that mean by saying pearls, like pearls?
Pearls means like a diamond, like a rare.
Pearls is not diamond, pearls is very white.
Yeah,
Okay, so why they are extremely white? I mean, what that pleasure will give you? What is special about it? And why they are boys, by the way? Why they are not male, big male? Why they are boys?
uh, young male servants, not young kids.
No, it says boys, غلمان, غلمان.
Yeah, Gulman.
Yeah, غلمان is boys.
And what's for adults?
رجل. This is
Rajul?
this is why when Mary she gave birth to Jesus according to the Quran, it says he is a ghulam, ghulam. So this ghulam is a very young, he is a child. So why a child he will serve somebody? How a child can serve anyone anyway?
It's
When
not like
if you go in the Quran, you will see the word ghulam appear in many places in the Quran, and then this is Mary, even the story of Abraham, the story of Mary, the story of Zechariah, etc., etc. It says that this is a ghulam. How I'm going to have a little child, and I am old, like Abraham's wife, she said, and Abraham, he said. So a ghulam is having a child, a baby. So how the baby will serve you?
and
How the baby will serve you?
look, those are the things of afterlife, right? So
Yeah,
if you don't know the reality.
and okay, obviously you have no idea what you are talking about. So, guys, after 1 hour, he come to the conclusion this is afterlife. For sure, afterlife. We are talking supposedly about heaven. What's wrong with you? Listen, Abdul, focus with me. So, they are little boys, and they are the one who need somebody to serve them. So, how little boys can serve you when they are the one who need a servant?
That's why I don't believe that they are little kids,
How old? How old they are? What do you mean they are not little? How old they are?
They are at least adults.
So why they are saying that they are very little young? It says
Young,
ghulam.
young meanings like not old, young, I am
Okay.
21 years
Okay.
old.
Those boys, Allah, He created them just to serve you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Is
I
that
don't
is that
like,
is that fair? Is that fair that to have a slavery in heaven? Do you support slavery in heaven? Is that justice that you are just sitting in your ass and there is 80,000 little boys serving you? Is that justice? Does that make God happy? What is justice? What those boys did?
justice is that God created a creation.
Yeah, so you create them to abuse them.
No,
So isn't it abuse? Do you like to be a servant too? Do you like to be a servant, one of mine? I will go to heaven now, and Allah will make you a servant. Is that something you like? Be honest.
in the Akhirah, these people will serve people of paradise. So these servants will actually feel proud. Oh my God, these are the people of paradise that we are
Okay,
serving.
why so? Okay, guys, the servant will be proud. They are serving Abdul for eternity. They are proud. I mean, look at the logic. Look at the stupidity. What did you eat today? Do you like to be proud to serve me? I will give you a job. I'm going to convert to Islam, and I will ask Allah to make you my servant. Do you like that?
Not in this world.
Why not? Okay, do you like to be my servant in heaven?
If I didn't exist as a human and Allah created
So
me
those
just...
boys are not a human?
Who said they are human?
So why you call them boys?
Maybe Allah is just giving you an idea that they will be young boys, like young boys, you know.
So when he say boys, they are not boys? They are what? Young plastic? Are they boys or they are not?
But they're not gonna be like us, free will people, you know. They are gonna be like angels.
Okay, you know, listen. What is your Islamic sect? Are you are a Sunni?
I'm a Muslim.
What does that mean? Are you Sunni or not?
I am somebody who follows Quran and Sunnah. You can call me Sunni, but I don't really
Quran
like.
and Sunni? You are Sunni. Okay. So because your prophet he said that the Muslims there will be 73 sect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which one is the one will go to heaven?
The one which my prophet said, Allah's hand is upon the ijma.
Okay.
And they will never ever be misguided until the day of judgment.
That's wonderful. But isn't it Allah, he said too, that the most of people, they will not believe until they became mushrikeen, which means the majority, they will be mushrikeen. So how that will be the ijma? How stupid is that? If the majority, they will be mushrikeen. Go watch the video of Sheikh Asim. He will say to you that the majority of the believers, of the Muslims, they will believe, but they are mushrikeen. So the majority are mushrikeen, not the minority are the true believer. Even your prophet, he said that Islam start as a small and will end as a small. So the ijma will happen, if ijma happen, that the majority and the majority, they are not the Muslim no more.
Is it true what you are showing right now on this hadith that Jews were split 71 according to you?
This is not according to me, this is according to your funny prophet.
So I think this is also gonna happen right until the day of judgment, I think.
Okay. And the Christian, there will be 72 sect, and the Muslim will be 73. So what Muhammad did, Muhammad, he was a failure. He is the worst. His religion is 73 time divided. The Christian and the Jews, they are more successful to preserve their book then.
You see,
I see, yeah.
even though they are divided, but my Prophet ﷺ was shown
shown what?
Was shown all the prophets, and when he saw all the prophets, behind them were very few people, but when he was shown his ummah, he saw all of the heaven filled up. That's how many people followed him and went into Jannah. Oh my God.
Oh my Allah. But look what happened now. If your prophet is saying the truth, then if the majority of people who will go to heaven is the Muslims, so how your prophet says the majority they will leave Islam? Isn't it the Muslim they say, and your prophet he says Islam start as a small and end as a small?
Okay, I will explain to you that too.
Explain to me.
The end will be small. Allah will take, Jesus will come back.
Okay.
And when he will come back, it will be very near of end of times.
But your prophet, he said that Jesus is already coming, and that is the sign of the judgment day. Actually, your prophet, he said that, Jesus will come now, and he will be imam between you.
Yes, but you are absolutely correct, but what you are understanding through it is wrong.
What do you mean? You just said I am absolutely true. So your prophet, he confessed that Jesus will come in his lifetime.
No. That's where you're wrong. Because, again, repeat what you said.
Jesus will come during the lifetime of Muhammad.
And Imam will be within you, right?
He will be within you, speaking to the people around him, right?
Yes, and we have other hadiths explaining what that is.
Explain to me, go ahead.
Prophet ﷺ said how great of his one of his kids will be, his member of his progeny, Imam Mahdi alayhi salam.
Don't
How
go there,
great!
don't go. It says that the Messiah will come between you, speaking to people in front of him, not generations to come.
You see, this is why you have to be honest. See, when you ask me something, I try to be honest.
You
But
try, but you are not, you are saying.
no, I am honest, obviously.
Okay, but you
But
just said you try to be honest.
look, I am honest.
Okay,
But
so, okay, hold on. I'm asking you now for the last, I don't want to repeat myself. Is Jesus going to come during the time of Muhammad or after?
absolutely after.
Absolutely after. Okay. So if we show a hadith saying Muhammad, he said that, he will come between you and he will be imam between you, speaking to people in front of his face, that means Muhammad is a liar, right?
No, no, no.
What do you mean, no, no? So why Muhammad saying he will come and he will be between you, speaking to people in front of him?
That's why you have to understand what we Muslims believe about that.
What do you mean?
You
So your prophet, he used the wrong language. He isn't. He's a.
no,
Are you insulting your prophet? I smelled something fishy about you. It looked
no, no.
like it sounded like you are trying to insult Prophet of Allah, peace be upon him, trying to make fun of his belief, and you are not serious. I am saying to you, the prophet said so. You say to me, you don't understand. Which means you are saying that when Muhammad he said things is confusing.
No, I am saying you guys don't understand it and you guys believe about it whatever you guys want to believe about it. But
What does
if
that mean? I'm asking you now. Is Jesus going to come during the time and the life of the Muslims in the time of Muhammad?
no, I said no.
Okay, when you say to me you don't understand, do you know what I'm talking about at least?
I said you don't understand, but I understand.
Do you understand what?
I understand that hadith that you showed me, where my prophet said, what glory will be of this ummah when Jesus, son of Mary, will descend down, and the
Okay,
Imam will be amongst you. And
amongst you. Okay, what do you know the hadith? Do you know the hadith number?
I don't know the hadith number, but I have read it.
Okay, so but it says amongst you, right?
Yes.
Okay, what he would do amongst you?
Who?
The Messiah, what he would do?
When he will descend
Yeah,
on two angels, subhanallah, when he will come down,
what he will do?
when my Jesus
Uh-huh.
Christ, peace be upon him,
Yeah.
when he will come down, already Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will be leading the prayer. So Jesus will say, it's okay, Allah has given this ummah this glory that I will pray behind one of you. So Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will lead the prayer. And
Your prophet, he said that?
yes, there is a hadith, right? You don't know?
Okay, no, we want to take one by one. So can you give me the hadith about when Jesus will come?
During the end of time, obviously we don't have exact date.
No, no, I'm asking you. The hadith. The hadith is speaking about the end of the time. Let us see if the hadith says the end of the time or not. Can you give me the hadith?
Near the end, it's understandable that obviously Jesus, because Allah said in the Quran, Jesus is shines of day of judgment.
But Muhammad, he said that Jesus, liyushik. Do you know what yushik mean?
No.
Almost here.
Yes, I will
Okay.
explain to you what almost means.
Okay, what does that mean?
Because you see, this world is just few thousand years.
Hmm.
Let's say a few thousand years are left for it to end.
Okay.
And after that, it's eternity. So when you compare this few thousand years to eternity, obviously my prophet is gonna say almost.
But he said, he did not even say almost. He said liyushikna. Yushikna is
You
very extremely
just
soon.
almost.
And did he say among you?
Yes.
Okay, you who?
You mean Ummah.
No, he's speaking to people in front of him.
You see that's where you see, Christian Prince, I ask you to be very honest.
Hmm.
You know exactly among you, meaning Ummah, and there are hadiths about Imam Mahdi which are
No
not open.
problem. He is speaking to people in front of him, right? Did he say in the future, or he said soon will descend among you, speaking to people in front of him? Did he say that he will descend among your generation, your children's, or he said you?
He said you,
Okay,
absolute.
so if I am saying to you, you are in front of me, and I say Jesus will descend amongst you, I am not meaning somebody will come 10,000 years after.
Amongst you, obviously Sahaba knew that he was talking about Sahaba's generation, until the end of time.
So you have to add words to Muhammad words so you can
No,
fix his silly
you
statement,
are
right?
only sticking to this hadith. You are not opening hadiths which my prophet clearly states about
Okay,
Imam.
give me the hadith which is a clearly state. Go ahead.
I have read it, but I don't know the number. You just type in Imam Mahdi, it will come.
Imam Mahdi. So if we type Imam Mahdi now, that will fix the problem.
Mahdi, open
Mahdi.
hadith. Why
Okay,
don't you want to
let,
talk
let
about?
me ask you, who is this guy Mahdi?
Wow, he is such a great person. Like,
Why he is a great person? What he would do?
and he
What is
will
he now? Is he born yet or not yet?
not yet. I mean,
What do you mean
he
not yet? I thought he is born already and he disappeared.
no, he could be still on this earth. Like he might be born, but we
Okay,
don't know.
is it true that he is born of a woman and she gave birth to him from her thigh?
Where did you get that from now?
From the hadith. There's
Which
tons
had
of there's tons of books about the birth of and not
I,
only that,
I
especially the Shia, like Al Mahdi when he fell down in his ass, he don't fart.
those are Shia hadiths. I don't believe in any of them.
Okay, so give me the hadith about Al Mahdi so we can learn something about him, something serious.
You already know, but you're not opening from Sahih
It, it,
Bukhari and
show
Muslim.
me, give me something to prove that this guy exists. I mean, this guy, even you Muslim, you claim that he is the grandsons of Peter, the disciple of Jesus. You Muslim are crazy. Tell me who is this guy Al Mahdi? I want to know who is his father.
I no, not father and mother. We are only talking about Imam Mahdi, who
Okay, I'm
he is.
asking you who is this Mahdi, who his father is.
Okay, okay, let me tell you who he is.
Okay, let
My
me tell you.
prophet
Okay,
said
okay, tell me.
on near the
Yeah.
uh, near the day of judgment,
Yeah.
from my progeny.
Okay, who is Al Mahdi? Who is Al Mahdi? Give me his father. Who is Al Mahdi?
We don't know when he will come. We will know. And my prophet, you know how important
So
Imam
he
Mahdi.
did not come yet.
Allahu Alam.
What do you mean he did not? He's a guys. Allahu Akbar. Is your Mahdi is from the 12 Imam or not?
From the 12 Imam, yes, he will be an Imam.
No, no. Is
Uh,
he from the 12 Imam after Muhammad? If he is from the 12 Imam, that's mean 12 Imam they passed from long time ago. We are 1,400 years after Muhammad. So 12 Imam will be 12 generation. So what is
and
the Mahdi?
no, Imam, I think he will be an Imam, the last Imam, like near the day of judgment.
My friend, the day of judgment, he said in front of you, Jesus will come among you. That is the day of judgment. Isn't it the Quran says the moon is split asunder and the judgment day is near?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it proving that the judgment already started because the moon is split asunder? Isn't it this is a sign of the judgment day?
Yes, science. My prophet himself was a sign. He put his two fingers and he said, I am to the day of judgment, or we are like this close.
All right. So you got your prophet busted. How close he is? He opened his finger, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how
But
that can how he can be prophet then? If he
you see,
say this is how close we are, and then never happen.
first we skip to a topic. First talk about Imam Mahdi,
Okay.
and
No,
I
no.
will.
We will go. We will talk about it. Don't worry. We have time. Did your prophet say to when I said to you that the Messiah will descend among you, you said this is about the future, right?
Of course it's about, because all of the Sahaba knows what Prophet ﷺ is talking about.
Okay, this your prophet says to a person in front of him that this child will not grow old before the judgment day
No,
come.
don't change the topic.
I'm not. We are talking about it.
You're
The same thing. Here we go. Read with me. Read with me. Read with me. Read.
you are talking about that orphan girl.
I'm talking about a person. He was in the front of Muhammad and he is a boy. He said that this person will not live until the judgment day come, which means he will not die. He will not even grow old, which means judgment day will happen maximum 20 years, 30 years maximum. He's a boy. So he will not even, لن يدركه الهرم. Haram is something somebody is 30, 35 and over. So this boy will not grow old till the last hour would come. And this is your prophet hadith in front of you. Read it.
A young boy of Mughira bin Shu'ba, is it Shu'ba, happened to pass by Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he was of my age. Thereupon Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if he lives long, he would not grow very old till the last hour would come.
How we can fix this one now?
Now this one, I will ask to people of knowledge.
Even this one need to ask people of knowledge. I mean, what's wrong with you? It's so clear. This boy will not grow old until the hour come. This boy, he is in front of him. Speaking about individual, we know.
Okay.
We even know his father name. So this boy, the son of Al-Mughira, or maybe the slave of Al-Mughira, who care? He will not grow old until the hour come. So the maximum will be, let us say this boy will live 100 year, 300 year. You know what? My grandfather, this is a true story, by the way. He lived for 10,000 years. He was an antique. We got him from the museum. This is where my grandmother, she got him. So this boy will not grow old until the hour comes. So how you can play with this game with me now? Do you want some duct tape? Because your prophet is leaking badly now.
No. I think what he meant, these are wisdom.
Even this one, he meant something else. He said this boy will not grow old until the day of judgment come. Even this one, he did not mean this.
I think there is an explanation.
For sure there's an explanation. I mean, it's very easy. This boy will not grow old until the day of judgment come.
Obviously, if I take it literally, then obviously day of judgment.
So what does that mean? This is not literally? This is metaphorically, guys.
You see, if I'm honest,
just take a hike. Come on, I gave you time. I give you a chance to talk. You're silly. And the funny is when I said to him, you are the smarter between all your brothers, and you are the only kid in the family, right? He said yes. This will remind me when I told my mom I was number one in the classroom. My mom was so proud about me, but I did not tell her that the principal, he put me in a classroom alone because I was troublemaker and there's no other student, so I was number one. Yeah. And this remind me of Allah saying, I am the best of the creators, and the Muslim, they say he is the only creator. So how he can be the best of the creators if there's no other creators? That is a false exaggeration of being the best. That is the most stupid best.